Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Disaster Squad. With us are our same players. We've got Eric. Codfish. We've got Marcos, who changed his name.
Missing Novice now, twitch.tv/Missing Novice. Link in the description.
Yep.
Nerd.
And then we got Taylor.
Hi, I was taking a sip of tea.
Anyway, we're back again with another episode of Disaster Squad. This time the gang has gotten captured by a strange golem-like thing. They were out looking and trying to find on the trail for Sammy, who is Harken's brother. He went missing. He had been...
Sammy!
Yeah, last time he had been seen hanging around sort of this village area. He had... there were these strange lights overhead, and he had gotten picked up by something. And when they went to the village, they spoke with a local hunter named Luna, and she had said, like, oh yeah, we hear stories of that all the time. Like, if you're out at night, hanging around in some of these clearings, you have a chance to get spotted and maybe taken up. And, like, make sure that doesn't happen to you. And they're like, okay, all right, that's good to hear. And then
That's a good plan.
That's a good plan. And she was a little bit worried because her Luna has a sister named Grace, and she had gotten taken up several months ago.
That was it.
And so the group goes out at night,
I can't hear
and
anyone.
what they see is that there's a strange kind of cylindrical object floating around in the sky. This massive thing, the size of almost like a building, and there are these orbs that descend from it, and they start going around searching, doing this kind of scan over the wildlife in the area, and they don't know what it's looking for. They put out, Heidi makes like a little shrub pretend person, it just ignores it. Then Harken goes in front and it scans over him, ignores him. Then it scans over Donovan and ignores him. And then it sees Heidi and it makes this kind of beeping, buzzing sound and flies away. And then a golem comes out and it grabs Heidi and opens up its chest cavity and stuffs her into it. And as it does so, it pulls in the other two with them.
Because we were holding hands.
Yeah, because they were holding hands. And
Friendship.
Our friendship kept us together.
And so the chest cavity closes, and the players don't see this, but they can kind of feel it. The golem ascends upward and then goes into this cylindrical thing, which closes up. The balls kind of recede into it, and the thing starts flying off in the distance, and that is where we will continue the story.
Oh boy. Hey, really quick, just because I remember, did you say we got some points to spend?
Yeah, you guys had gotten
a while ago?
5 XP, or that was 5 XP, that was a while ago.
Okay, never mind.
You guys...
I must have spent it.
Okay. So, and by a while ago, I mean, like, I think it was, like, last session or a session before last.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got
spent it.
5 more because I have 10 now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Gucci.
So, you guys are flying in the distance, and as you guys are in this cavity, it's dark in here. Well, there is a little bit kind of almost like a service light on to the side, and it's smooth, and as it's flying, it's very smooth. It's like normally with like an airplane or something, it has this rumble. This isn't even really making a rumble. It's sometimes it's slowing down or speeding up a little bit, and you can feel it kind of the altitude as it goes up and down. But other than that, is a smooth ride. And eventually, from outside you can hear different sounds. You can hear a hissing sound. You can hear maybe a whir, a soft whir, and eventually the chest cavity opens up and it leans forward, and the back end of it is kind of pushing you guys out.
Okay. It just kind of
onto this ground. And what you find is that...
I would say, as we're getting pushed out, I would say Harken go invisible.
I do that. I'm invisible now.
Okay, you go invisible, and you get kind of deposited. And there are... what you guys find yourselves on is you are either laying or standing up in this... it's this white room, and it's a very descriptionless area. It has these small kind of etchings kind of around the walls, little bits of metal and discoloration, almost kind of like wires or something, but they're embedded in the walls running around. And behind you is the golem. And there's, in front of you at the far end of the hall, coming up from the ground, what you see is that there is a figure. This figure has bits of metal and is wearing kind of these robes and appears before you and says, very interesting. Our sensors picked up a BAS. Discovered you. Sorry. Our sensors discovered you milling around on the ground. What were you doing down there, BAS 37? And looks at Heidi. And who's this other person there? Looks to Donovan.
We were lost.
Ah, interesting. You have not been back at this facility in a long time. It's been about 150 years or so. We also detected that our sensors indicated that it's strange, though, because we detected the protein identifying markers that you are the BAS 37 unit, but we also detected human genes as well.
I honestly have no idea what you're talking about right now.
Interesting. You seem to be a hybrid unit. It seems like there was some breeding between a biocomp system, a biological agricultural system, and also perhaps a human.
Oh, that's some kind of messed up human then, huh?
Anyway, your services are required at the garden area. And what is with this human, though? Interesting. It appears as if you were taken up as well. You do not have any biological systems that we require, but I don't see any particular point in just throwing you back out. Perhaps we will send you to the containment facility where the other humans are kept.
Sure.
Okay, and so what happens is, as that's happening, the floor starts kind of moving a little bit, almost like the floor is made of a liquid, and starts moving in one direction, and it starts pulling kind of Heidi forward, and this guy says, "I am RS-11," and he's going with Heidi, and as they're moving forward, the wall in front of them kind of forms into a door as the wall just like dissipates a bit, parts of it, and then it's pulling those two one direction, and then Donovan is being pulled in a different direction, out a different
By the floor?
Yeah.
I would just start hovering a bit.
Okay.
So that I'm not on the floor anymore.
So basically my option, I have to choose who I'm following here.
Yeah, correct. The floor underneath you is not moving.
I would. You guys have you have a crane, right? Right, Harken?
I don't speak. I'm invisible.
No. Well, I mean, the thing is that he's saying that out of character. Like, did I give you?
No. I would be saying that in character. I'd be whispering it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I don't say anything, but once I see the floor moving too, I scoot. I lift myself up, I should say, because I can do that too, right? Don't I have that ability? Can move object work on me? I can't remember. I lift other people. I never tried to lift myself. I don't.
Unfortunately, lift object does not work on yourself.
Got it. Then I'll just
Yeah,
be
you
careful.
need a flight power. I think that would make the flight power redundant.
Yeah.
That's a great
move
point.
object
Yeah.
would.
Okay, no, I don't say anything, but I go with. I follow Heidi.
Okay, so you are going to be kind of like very quietly sneaking past with her and going stealthily.
Yes.
And as that's so Donovan goes off in one direction, and then the two of you go off in a different direction, and the golem
Splitting the party.
backs out, and the golem gets like kind of melds into the wall behind it. So we'll go over. We'll start. Who are we going to start with? We'll start with Donovan. So Donovan. You said you were going to be floating, so you aren't getting carried off, correct?
Yeah, I'll be following the floor, but I'm gonna be floating just above it, so I'm not being pulled.
Okay, so it carries you through parts of this facility, these different rooms, and as you're going along, what you see is that there are these servitor units that are these. They're almost kind of like squid-like things where they fly. And they have this one, like, large metal body and kind of the head unit, which has the scanning or sensing, like an eyeball that it uses to survey something. And then it has these different tentacles kind of coming off of these metallic things, and it uses them to grab onto things and manipulate objects. And you see these servitor units, like, flying around, kind of going between different buildings. And you get taken to an area, and then suddenly you are... it's kind of pushing you upward, and then it opens up this kind of shield, and then it opens up this doorway, and it closes behind you. And what you arrive at is you arrive in this almost kind of like a forest, or actually it is a forest.
So the door would so the door closes, but like it wouldn't. Would the door not close until I'm through it?
Correct.
So I'm going to. Wait, you said it's pushing me upwards?
Well, the thing is that the thing goes towards the side, and then it's kind of like it almost like deposits you on an elevator and then pushes you upward.
Could I not go into the elevator and fly up next to it? Or is the elevator like totally encased?
So the elevator is not totally encased. So the elevator flies up, you can fly off of it.
Yeah, I'd want to fly off of it and fly up next to it and then just, like, look through.
Okay. There's kind of a hole, and what you can see over there is that you can see trees, and you can hear the pitter-patter of water.
Alright, so it looks like a natural area. Okay. And then with the door... Alright. Alright. Okay, so I just wanted to scout this out and see what the heck it even was.
Okay, gotcha. But
then I'd probably...
As you go off of the platform, there is a kind of... The wall opens a little bit, and then two servitor units kind of come along, and another platform comes up, and they're kind of pushing you onto the platform.
Yep. Okay. I guess.
They aren't like violently pushing you on, they're just like gently kind of pushing you back onto it.
I think we said that I brought extra origami cranes, right?
Yeah.
I drop one in this room as I'm going up.
Okay, gotcha. And as the platform ascends, it deposits you in this like massive, I guess you could call it a chamber, but it's like open-ended. It's almost kind of like a greenhouse or something. And there's all these plants there. There are trees there. You see that there's a small little creek, and you see that there are other people, humans, kind of milling about. And they're like, "Oh, it looks like there's another one who arrived here." And they start kind of like waving over towards you. And
hello.
And so we're gonna cut over to Harken and Heidi, and so Heidi is being led down the thing, and RS-11 says, "So BAS 37, you said that you don't have any information on this particular facility, correct?"
Correct. Where are you taking my friend?
The friend is being taken to the human containment area that's right over there. And as they're going along, you can see that there's these giant windows that look down, and there's this, it's almost kind of like an amphitheater-like thing, but in the center of it is this like little, almost kind of like a kind of natural environment where you have like trees and stuff and a little river, and there's a few buildings and stuff. That's where we house all of the humans.
What do you do with them?
Oh, the humans. We keep them here, we contain them. We have a garden where we harvest different food, and then we feed them and we keep them sustained. And primarily what we'll do is that we will, on occasion, harvest the various materials that we need from them.
Huh. I would say if I was listening to any of this, but I'm not.
You mean like their body parts?
And as they're talking, you're kind of going along, and he says, "Well, yes, there are various organs and stuff that we need." And what you see is you're passing by like this surgical room, and there's an eviscerated body where it's like the heart has been removed, the liver's been removed, the kidneys, like someone's screaming and it rips out a kidney, it says, yes, it's humans have these various materials. Unfortunately, we haven't found an organic way to grow various body parts. So we will scan and find what kind of protein markers and what kind of body parts that we require, because, there's different compatibility issues. And then when we find the parts we need, we will take them and house them here. And then when we require them, we will extract them.
Oh, actually, I would be listening along.
Yeah,
actually,
you have the crane.
I would be hearing that because I have the crane. I would be there.
Unfortunately, we've had issues. I mean, the thing is that we're sorely needing a biocomp because we were needing it for, maintaining the garden that's required to maintain the food. And, manipulating agriculture can be very, very difficult. And so when we lost our BAS unit a while ago, then
What happened to your BAS unit?
there was an escape that happened a while ago, and the BAS unit had left, and we were unfortunately unable to find them. Again, we don't know if they were captured or if they had left.
Were they like me?
Very similar. They are biocomps units are designed with different biological features. They are constructs similar to robots. That are designed to have very specific features that we require. And so this biocomp unit was a BAS unit. Its agricultural system is designed to manipulate the environment. And it appears you have human genes, so there appears to be some kind of breeding between a biocomp unit and a human somewhere in your genetic
Well, I can't do anything special, so you're gonna have to look somewhere else.
And it's like processing. It's like, then I guess we don't have any immediate use for you. I will then locate...
I'll just go with the humans then.
Okay, well then. I suppose that is how we will handle it.
Where's Harken during all of this?
I am literally behind her, invisible, quietly walking.
And so
letting that guy get torn to pieces on the operating table.
I mean,
he's kind of gone. Like when you guys come in, it's like the heart's already off to the heart is the only thing left that's still in there. Everything else is out. And
quick, Harken, make a medicine check. You can do it.
Save him.
So he's thinking for a second, and he says, I'm trying to think how he would react to the situation, so I'm going to have to roll a die because there's a 50-50. Okay. So what I'll recount a little bit, like when you said, like, oh, I can't do any of that, I don't really have anything. He just kind of laughs, like, of course. Like, I mean, your signature is a BAS unit, so obviously you are here for a purpose. You have a job, a responsibility. And so it is your responsibility to see that the job that you have is taken care of.
I wasn't built. I'm not a robot. I'm a human. Let me go with the humans.
Roll me your persuasion or deception, whichever one.
Not good.
Sweet.
16.
16? Okay. Good enough. He's like, Well, you are a mixture, and so in this kind of circumstance, we don't know exactly what to happen. For now, I will house you with the humans, if that is as you request. And immediately there's a circle that forms under you, and it starts lowering like an elevator.
Okay.
And what are you going to be doing?
I guess I'll follow this robot guy for a while. I can't really jump down the hole with her.
You can.
And
You know
also,
that I would.
I know that everyone else was abducted for a reason, as we've seen. So my logic is wherever he's going is where the people that were abducted on purpose are. So part of me wants to follow him just to see if we end up like, okay, here's all, for whatever reason, these apparently robotic people. And see if Sammy and I guess Grace or who else is there. And if not, then I'm gonna just go back to where we entered and hope I figure out my way to them.
Oh, you recognize Sammy as the guy on the operating table. Because my thinking is that they're abducting people for their organs, and then that Heidi's the only one they've abducted because they're a magical plant person.
Yeah,
See,
pretty
I don't
much.
know.
It was they just kind of they scanned over the two of you, and they saw like, oh, you don't have any like you're not compatible with any of these like you don't have the compatibility we're looking for. But then they looked at Heidi and like, oh, this is a BAS, like this is one of our guys. We have to get this person back.
See, we know that now. Yeah, I guess that's a. I don't know. Just something in my mind. Unless we're gonna meta that Harken just knows this.
You're not gonna.
Well,
do it.
he would because that's pretty much what the guy just said.
Well, yeah,
Well, I mean,
yeah.
it's that Harken wouldn't have made a high enough insight check to get that that's what he's saying.
Would Harken not have made it, or did Eric just not make
Hey,
it?
no, Harken would have failed that. Harken doesn't have skills.
Harken's also terrified at the moment, so
Yeah, I'm going to actually just keep on keeping on with
robot dude.
this robot guy, just because my logic in my head is saying everyone previously, some of them had to get picked up for a reason, and I know now that, yeah, humans are getting harvested, but I don't know. Something in my head makes me wonder if anyone else previously was some sort of unit here too. So that's me.
Okay.
Alrighty.
As the kind of the elevator shaft, I am actually going to give me a luck roll from that is Eric. Eric is going to, or Harken is going to roll me luck.
So just roll and hope for a high number.
Yes,
Got
correct.
it. Okay, I rolled a 1.
All right. So
Easy. I'm going with you.
so what happens is the elevator shaft closes, and then the RS-11 unit starts fading away, and you can tell it's a hologram.
Well, in that case, I definitely
And so then it's just gone.
jump down. Yeah, I as she's going, I'm like, wait, move! And I drop down.
So here's the thing: is the elevator shaft has closed.
Okay.
Because I rolled to see is it going to be before it closes or after does he disappear? I'll give you the chance that it's like he starts fading away as she's leaving.
If it closes, if it's closed, okay, he's gone and it closed.
So you are currently in a room, and there are no doors, and there's kind of windows looking over to the surgical table where there's like a body and a bunch of organs, and it's like it's just got pulled out, and the body is getting picked up and is getting carried away.
And I don't recognize this person.
Correct.
Okay.
That's good. If he did, he might do something.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around. I'm gonna turn and leave, and go back to the room.
Okay. So you are in a room with no doors.
God. But there was the hallway that live wire went down.
Well, the thing is that the hallway, what happened, the way that this facility works is you have a bunch of these different rooms, and when these servitors or things move between the rooms, a doorway instantly forms, and then they pass through, and then the doorway vanishes as a wall forms there.
Great. And really quick, I'm assuming that cleanup on the dead guy's done then?
It is currently...
Or is he still getting... Okay, if he's getting like...
There's like, they're pushing off like the intestines and stuff, and there's just gouts of blood. And there's like something... There's like a little... what do you call it? What do you call it? It's those things that are on the floor that vacuum up the floor.
A Roomba.
There's a Roomba to clean up the blood.
Alien Roomba.
And then we're actually gonna cut over to Donovan. So that way you get a chance to think about what you're gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, so like whoever like was like, oh hey, there's another person would like just see me like, because I'd be like looking through the crane at that time and like listening to everything that's going on. I'm like, oh. Huh.
But anyway,
like,
there are several people's like, wow, I guess you got picked up by them too. Like, it's pretty scary, isn't it? One of the...
And I'm not paying attention to them because I'm paying attention to what's happening with Heidi.
Let me just talk about what...
I'd wave at them and be like, hey, yeah, 1 second. Like I'm on a phone call.
They're like looking at each other like what to do. And then one of them's like, maybe we should ask the doctor, like get the doctor over here.
Nope, that sounds fine. I'm good. Don't worry about it. I was just thinking about something. Hi. Donovan Gale. What's your name?
My name, we'll go with Kyle. Let's call him Kyle.
Hi, Kyle.
Okay. Yeah, let's, yeah, you're new here. Like, it's pretty scary, isn't it? But, like, don't worry. It's not that bad. I mean, it's like, it's really weird. Like, fruit and stuff just appears on the trees and you can eat it. But I've been here for, like, 2, 3, or I've been here for 4 months, you know. It's actually...
Has anybody...
What?
Has anybody disappeared since you've been here?
Well, I mean, yeah, they, on occasion, people, these things kind of come in and they'll take like one person and then go away. And actually, there was a friend of mine, Dan. He had actually gotten taken a little bit ago, and we haven't heard from him in a while.
What did Dan look like?
Oh, he has kind of this dirty blonde hair, and he's kind
just describing the person on the table.
He'd look really good on an operating table.
He was a guy who, I tell you, his worst fear was having all of his organs ripped out of his body while he was still alive. But
what kind of fear is that?
That's really stupid. Okay. Do you think where do you think it is that they took him? Sorry, I'm asking all these weird questions.
Like,
this is just a weird situation.
We're kept in here, and then occasionally these strange things just kind of fly in here, and then sometimes they'll take one person and then leave.
You're all just okay with it?
No, we're not okay with it. There's just nothing we can do at this point.
Okay, you were
with it. There's nothing we can do.
And it's,
okay, well, I mean, you just didn't seem that alarmed about your friend being taken. So
I don't like. I'm worried about him, but I mean, look, there's nothing I can do at this point. You know, and it's
There's
like it doesn't seem like they're gonna kill us. Like, at least not immediately. I don't know. It's like, I mean, they haven't really threatened us. But also another thing is describing this particular area, this forest. Something about the colors just kind of seem off. Like the green of the leaves is just a little bit too green, and the browns of the tree trunks just seem a little bit too like slightly off. Kind of the color's different.
How long was your friend here for? Was he here for about the same amount of time as you?
He'd been here for about 2 years.
All right. Well, then I have some time. damn, Mom's gonna be home from her trip in like a week.
So eventually, there's this guy who comes kind of walking like someone else was leading him, and he's like, "Hi, I'm kind of like the village, I guess this group like doctor. When I arrived here, they didn't really have a doctor, so just like they said that you were kind of looking off in the distance and kind of talking to yourself, and just got to make sure that you're okay."
It's fine. I'm just thinking to myself. But you can.
Do you have any like injuries or anything like that?
No, I'm okay. I'm all okay.
The name's Samuel, and he kind of gestures open, brings his hand over.
Is that short? By any chance, do you happen to shorten that to Sammy?
Yeah. Well, I mean, on occasion, like just look, Samuel's fine.
Does this person look at all like Harken?
Roll me intelligence check.
Natural one. Not Harken. Harken arrives here. He's like, "Where's my brother?" We gotta look everywhere. Don't look in the doctor. Don't look in the doctor's hut. He's definitely not him. So insight, that is that's 14.
14. Yeah, you can see kind of like he looks fairly similar. Like he has the same kind of jaw line, and he like when he squints, he has that same like worried look that Harken has permanently on his face.
I'm here because your brother is looking for you.
Harken's looking for me. He's still alive.
He's here,
and his eyes immediately go wide, and he's like here, like with, and he points down.
We all got taken in with one of my friends. They took one of my friends somewhere, and he went with her, and I went over here to check things out.
And he kind of is like really worried. So he's like he's not in the containment area. He's somewhere else in the facility.
Yes.
Ugh, like
he can handle himself. Don't worry.
I am worried. He has a habit for getting into trouble.
I've noticed that. But
it's not my
don't
fault.
worry. We all have the habit of getting in trouble here. We're fine. He has a good habit of getting out of trouble as
He's
well.
like Samuel's like, what's Harken doing this time?
I'm not a bad person.
Are you?
So at that, the ground kind of opens up, and then Heidi gets deposited onto the ground. Yeah, or the elevator kind of raises up, and Heidi is brought into the scene, and Samuel goes over to her and is like, "Hello, welcome to this containment area. Are you hurt? Are you injured? What's going on?"
No, I'm fine. Where's Donnie?
Hey.
Okay. Donnie's right over there.
Okay, so you saw the person on the operating table too, right? I'd say it quietly because nobody else here knows about that, and I don't know if I want to start a panic.
Okay, so you're going to try and quietly say that so Samuel can't hear. So give me a stealth roll.
A stealth roll. Okay. Yay me and my stupid high stealth. That's a 17.
Okay. He does not hear.
Cool.
Okay, what do you say?
Right.
The operating table, yeah.
Yes, we need to find Sammy and Harken. I don't know where he is.
Well, good news on the Sammy thing. He's right here.
Oh! Hi!
Hello. You're friends with Harken?
Yeah, my name's Hydrangea. It's nice to meet you.
Hydrangea, it is lovely to meet you.
We need to get out of here.
That's going to
We do.
That's going to be a little bit difficult. And he kind of
Not with Harken, it shouldn't be.
not with Harken. What do you mean?
We'll show you when he gets here. When he gets here, and I like scry through my crane at whatever Harken's doing.
He's going to try and make an insight roll to tell what you're. Okay, his insight was a natural 1. So he's like, okay.
As insightful as his brother.
Yeah.
Do you guys?
I will.
What is Harken doing?
Okay, yeah, we'll cut over to Harken. So you had some time to think about what you were going to be doing.
Yeah.
I'll say that as you were doing that, one of the servitor units, because this happens on occasion where the servitor units will kind of warp through one of the walls and it closes behind. And you also see that of the servitor units, they do have this kind of front nodule that they use, like when they get to a wall, it kind of glows a little bit, and then it causes part of the wall to open up and then passes through.
Okay, because I'm... what my thought process was is that I would follow... Since now I go back, that room's closed, this guy's disappeared, there's pretty much nowhere for me to go. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna follow the dead guy.
Okay, gotcha.
Because I don't know where else to go.
Okay. So the dead guy, the body is kind of being taken, and you follow them. And as you follow it, the door opens, and it's taken towards this like processing area, and there's a little fire, or kind of like an oven where they take the body and they put it there and then burn it. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think. So it would be taken in there, and I'm trying to think what else is in this particular kind of a room. There's some other units kind of passing in and out.
I walk into the furnace.
End of part 1.